This new Corpse Death Knight has been feeling awfully good lately, and it does look like a pile of random cards, but trust me, it actually works out a lot better in reality. In this video I'm gonna give you a quick guide about it, talk about mulligans, win rates, and general tips so you guys know what you could be expecting with and against it. So I hope you find the guide helpful, and if you do, you know what to do. But now let's check out the guide.
You are not prepared!
Here's the variant I tried, but there's another variant with Kerrigan instead of Firak, and according to the stats, the variant without Kerrigan does work better, so we are gonna be looking at that one, and that's the one I played. And here's what the deck looks like. We do have Elise in here, so you are gonna see one of everything in here basically, and that's one of the main reasons why we have a Wisp in here. And we do have Firak in the end, which again is mainly another digit card, but it's also a nice payoff for your Exarch Maladar. All around the deck feels like a mid-rangey, aggressive type deck, aggressive tokeny type of deck basically, and you could be pulling off a lot of damage if you set the board right, and with things like Grave Strength you could be OTKing quite hard as long as you have a board already set up, and you could even do a mini Grave Strength with at least the Navigator on 5 mana to get yourself +2 extra attack, and you become very scary as soon as you stick a board, and you actually have plenty of ways to stick a board. Going through the cards, we have a Wisp, like I said, mainly for getting yourself the Elise digits, but it also is an undead, so you do have some synergies with it, most of the time random synergies, but synergies nonetheless. Murmy is decent in here, it's an undead Murloc, doesn't matter too much, but it is basically a couple of corpses on a stick. Same can be set for Zergling, but these are also nice and tokeny for you, so you can go wide that way. The Ancient Raptor is basically 3 corpses on a stick. 9 times out of 10 you are going to be picking the 2 plants, just for the sake of extra corpses. Creature of Madness is also as good as always. Getting yourself a very good free drop out of it usually does happen quite often, and it does help you curve off decently good. The Dreadhound Handler, again, 3 corpses on a stick, and you do get yourself a little bit of rush, a bunch of undeads, that kind of stuff. Chill Fallen Baron helps you with the card draw, and you have a couple of copies of it. With the Dream Planner Zephyrus, you're mostly going to be looking for phase damage basically. We also have Phalaric, which is going to be drawing you a corpse card, and also it is going to double up the corpses you gain from your tokeny shit, so as long as you've set up a couple of idiots on the board followed up by Phalaric, that's going to give you a good amount of extra corpses, so that can be pretty nice. Elise the Navigator, usually you're going to be going for 5 mana out of her. You're going to be looking for the Rusher, so you can get yourself extra corpses. You could be going for the plus attack, for the copy, heck, even for Discover a Spell, because Death Knight is so good with random spells. The Grave Strafe is a triple unholy card, and it is pretty massive. You can't get extra copies of it, but with the ones you do have, you could be dealing tons of damage, and a lot of opponents are not even expecting this to be in your hand. Heck, I didn't expect it to be in my hand a lot of the times, and it actually is. And you are going to get a lot of extra attack this way, and you could even slap yourself a hero power for extra 4 damage this way. Grifta also is included in here. You could get yourself 6 damage for the opponent's face, you could steal opponent's minions, or you could even discount your stuff or get yourself a bunch of card draw. Basically, there's no really bad outs for Grifta, even though getting the healing usually doesn't feel too great. The Tome Guardians are great because they give you a couple of extra taunts with Reborn, as long as you have yourself 4 corpses, and usually you will. Foam Render is also in here, with which you could be dealing a lot of chip damage and also spend yourself corpses. That's kind of important because we also have the Stitch Giants in here. The Reanimated Pterodaxes are another great way to gain yourself extra tempo, spend yourself corpses, and play stuff for 0 basically, and it's your only way of actually healing back, unless you actually discover something random, that is. Exarch Maladar is going to be your main way to actually spend good amount of corpses, and this is how you could be tempoing out giants literally as soon as turn 5 or 6 if you got lucky with the corpses, with the early game curve, that kind of stuff. And this is how you could cheat out things like Firak, Story of Umbra, heck, even Shadow of Yesterday could be okay to get cheated out this way, so you can drop yourself 0 mana giants. The Shadow of Yesterday, surprisingly playable. I am as surprised as you are. The card is actually decent. You summon 4 free 2s, so it's technically a 12/8 with 2 bonus effects on each, and you do have rewind on this, so if you don't get what you wanted, you could take another shot at it, and usually what you're gonna want with it would be Reborn, Divine Shield, Rush, that kind of stuff, and a lot of times you're gonna get yourself at least a couple of those things you wanted. Story of Umbra is also pretty decent. From this one you could be discovering all sorts of different things with which you could also stabilize, so keep that in mind. Not only are you triggering the Death Rattle, but you're also gonna get the minion alive and kicking with the Death Rattle again on the board, so if it's something like a taunt minion, don't forget the Death Rattle is gonna happen again, as long as the opponent kills it, that is, so that can be massive. The Stitch Giants are a decent amount of tempo for you, and last but not least we have Firak, which is still pretty decent as long as you play it for 6 mana, thanks to Maladar, that is. But in some cases you could also play it for 10 if the game did indeed last that long, which it usually doesn't. We don't really have too much matchups here, so nothing to talk about there, but it is probably gonna suffer from very control-y decks like Control Death Knights, but we actually did win against Control Warrior, Quest Warrior that is, so that's kind of cool. Or I think at least we did. I'm not really sure. You're gonna get to see from the gameplay. As for the mulligan, here's what it looks like going first. You are gonna want to try to keep yourself your good tokeny cards. Your Creature of Madness is absolutely amazing. Elise is great. Felric could be a keep. Chillfall and Baron on curve could be decent. The rest probably not so hot, but basically try to curve off in your first 1-2 freeze. On the coin, again, plenty of the same stuff, so look for those cards and you should be fine. The deck is not very cheap, but it's definitely pretty fun and different from what the meta is offering right now, so you can definitely give this one a try if you're sick of the current meta, and you actually will be winning a decent chunk too. Hope you enjoyed the guide, and if you did, a like and subscribe would be great, but now let's check out some of my games on my road to back to top legend. The opponents are 11x meta MMR people, so the games are still high quality even though we're not in legend yet. Hope you enjoy. Would've? Who would've? What do you mean, bruh? Can go like this. Oof. I mean, you're not wrong. Now that you just said it, you're not wrong. Maybe I could have played it out. Maybe I could have played it out. Definitely didn't feel like we were winning that one, though. Yeah, definitely felt like, yeah. Hi. This is gonna be an 8-8. My next kindred. All of them? Let's go for a good old turn 3 8-8. Hunter in this economy? Turn 4 7-7, get a load of my turn 3 8-8. Oh man. I had a whole speech prepared. Bold of you to assume I fought that long.
I remember this place well.
Is it ever Grifta? I'm a Grifta. Nice. Yeah, I have a master's degree, GTG, and I can tell you I'm making well over what I should be making, not gonna lie. With all the Hearthstone, with all the raid, with all the coaching, with the account takeovers, all of the sponsorships, everything in between. Shaboy's living good. Shaboy's living good. Let's try Started off with a bachelor's degree in international economic relations. Finished close to the top of my class, basically. Took a couple of years, basically, to get a job, see what I'm interested in. Started working on European projects. Sounded like a good idea. Got a master's degree in European project management. Worked for it for a few years, and then I started playing Hearthstone on the side, made a channel. European projects became boring, Hearthstone became interesting, and look at us now. Making mama proud right there. This guy opening that location twice. Kind of a bummer, isn't it? It's Crown to the best deck. The fuck it is. Yeah, I got a wife and kid. Got myself a wife and kid. Got me one of those. Okay, one corpse more, and this guy would have been very close to Dedge. Let's go with this then. What are those? Taunt Rush. Wind Fury Rush. Rush. I'ma keep him. Maybe I should have just done this. I'm not gonna do it at all. I'd rather save them corpses. Insane lore. I'll take it. Just drop the beamer off to the garage. It's gonna be a couple of weeks till I get it back, but should be running quite swell. Where do I study? In my home city university. Didn't want to go too far from home. After all, home was comfortable, you know? Going out of my comfort zone, ew. But nah. Mom definitely wouldn't have been too happy with me going abroad and whatnot, and honestly, I wasn't pushing too hard either. So, I had the luxury of staying at my own home and playing video games while I do well in university. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Gets the job done. If he leaves that Wind Fury alive, he's gonna be wind dead. Wind Fury's alive, yeah. GG! Well, that was sexual. Can't say no to that. That went so well.
Lich King versus Leara.
Fire does more than burn.
You will know pain.
Against the Druids, we need to be faster than card draw. I'm gonna even tempo the Wisp. Hey, as long as you got Elise, what else do you need, man? That's all that matters. To copy this crap. That's kind of cool. Gee, man, I don't know.
I have but little time.
I'll grab this. We are a tokeny deck more than anything else.
Stop and smell the flowers.
Oof. Megadon is also an okay deck. If this is not gonna end well for me.
I remember this place well.
Oh, you're just in time. Big fights are brewing today.
Rally Heart with a party of 53 with the raid. Thank you very much, Rally Heart. How you been? How you doing? Haven't seen you on these here parts before. Appreciate you being here, my guy. Next try I could get myself a Rusher Handler. The +2 attack is also kind of tempting with all of them. I'm gonna go with the +2 attack. The other one is kind of awkward. Thank you very much, Rally Heart. Welcome to the stream. Okay, thank fuck we have the rushers. So welcome, Rally. What'd you play? What have you been up to? There's a quick little shout out.
I remember this
Gotta check you out after the stream. Thank you for being here. That was a pretty top tier Oaken summons this guy got. Trust me, I know my Oaken summons when I see them. That is a top tier Oaken summons right there, Chief.
The citadel stands strong.
Have you filled out the paperwork?
blaze.
Not the worst. Dude hasn't ramped too much. Whoa. Really? Wasting freeze on this? I guess. Could go with this. Not much else looking too good.
Ah, you're new here.
Let's see what this do. Just don't do all that much because I haven't played a Death Rattle minion yet. Still the strongest out of the lot. Draw 2 dragons, draws me a Ferak, and so what? This does. Actually does buff a lot of undeads. Is this crazy? It's kind of fine. I'll go for this. +4 and everything, kind of fine. I'm not gonna waste my location though. Welcome to the stream, Rally Hearts fans. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm Kris05, Hearthstone streamer, coach, and YouTuber. So you guys are serious about Hearthstone, might want to give my YouTube channel a check. I give you guys top 5 meta reports each week, basically, sometimes even sooner, if the meta requires it. And I do daily Hearthstone deck guides with gameplay and all that, so you guys can actually win more in Hearthstone. So yeah, give the channel a check. You might find it to be good. Let's go ahead and do this. I'd rather get rid of that guy while I still can. No more barking man from now. Pretty good, Sabo. Pretty good. We finally did it. Did I have the chance to do it? I guess I did. I kind of slept on it, not gonna pretend I didn't. Lava Burst first would have been better there for sure. Kind of botched it now that you just said it indeed. Let's see what this draws. Just what I was afraid of. Nothing. Bit on the distracted side. Innervate is not in his hand anymore, so no hydration station option. All's well that ends well, it seems. Another one. Gets 2 mana. Surely not much for him to be doing here, though. Would you look at that? He did something. Or not. Or not. We had the other location already, so he was definitely Pepsi maxed. Bulgarica with the follow. Welcome to the stream, bud. Against a fellow Dick. I'd assume this would be a bad matchup for us. Oh yeah, Hearthstone gold. Gotta love it. Yeah, can't wait. So far, so bad. Let's see how good Arena Death Knight is. Protos Priest? Yeah, it's still okay. It's still up there. This will be a ton of card draw. This is kind of cute, but ton of card draw takes the cake. Gotta set it up first, though, with some undeads on the board. Looks like a good turn 5 to me. This could be massive for this guy, finding himself corpse explosions and shit. This allows me to actually double up these guys. Let's do that then. Let's turn this plus that maybe. Draws me tons. Draws me millions. Might draw me too much even. We are overdrawn. Quite a lot, actually. Didn't get the Wisp. But as soon as he's done killing these, I could go for Maladar. Maybe with the 7 mana, with 0 mana stitched. This should be decent. We are burning quite a few cards here, though. I guess I could have... I mean, the hero power would not have done that good for me. Okay, not the best, not the worst. It did drew me millions. Okay, sick burn.
You defile the dead. Join them.
I think I like this because he's the healthiest.
State your business with the bronze.
Lend me your bones! Lend me your bones!
Corpse Explosion at least leaves the Giant and 412. Yeah, it's called Tavern Brawl for a reason, Valley. Could stay in the tavern. Let's see now. Don't do much like this. Hurry up indeed, bud. It's turn 6. Haven't done much, have ya? Whole lot of nothing, Burger. I do have +5 attack, 2 mana to spare for nothing, but that's lethal. Exact lethal, to be exact. Exact lethal, to be exact. He burned a lot of cores, that's for sure. Didn't burn enough. But I played around it. We were playing chess, he was playing checkers, and we also high rolled like shit, but ain't nothing wrong with that. So if you guys want to join me on that journey, now is one of the best times to be doing so. Might want to give the game a check, see how it feels, and it feels a lot better than it should. Honestly, it feels a lot better than I expected, and I have been enjoying the hell out of it for well over 2 years now. 2.5 years going strong, basically. Doing some pretty top tier shit over there, too.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
Okay, this could go pretty good. I'm gonna go like this for now. $16.26 on turn 7. Was he AFK for 2 turns or something? It does feel like that.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
I'll go with Baron for now.
Citadel stands strong.
He played Aviana, he got some random bullshit is what he did. Okay, that on the coin could be nice. Could even double it up with Maladar. Alaric.
The citadel stands strong.
Next turn we're coining a 6-drop, maybe with Maladar, maybe without. I don't care about that, that don't do shit. What'd that do? Shit. Yeah, let's get on this board before he can do good shit. But I'd rather save Maladar for something more impactful. This one got Rush. Divine Shields, Reborn. Looks sick enough. Next try could even double Grave Strength. Well, Hero Power Grave Strength, more like it. If he doesn't kill anything here, he's dead. I don't think he's killing anything, guys. 26 damage. He's not dead, but we're going for it still. Try to get this guy gone. And next turn we can fucking do it again. We're not completely wiped out, but we're close. Oh, she didn't even die. Cool. Bottom right, buddy. Oh, Wind Fury, right. About that. No Ferak, rigged. I guess I should have just gone face last turn. Oh, look at that charge. Let's hold on to that for next turn, lethal. Guaranteed. -2 attack. Gets me to play one more idiot. Yeah, kind of playable. It all starts looking kind of playable, don't it? Suddenly it all makes sense now. Okay. Not too much control going around in my deck, but he does get to play a 3-mana Shadow of yesterday. If he got one of those 4 cards. Oof. Still looks questionable at best. It's trying to look less questionable now.
Have you filled out the paperwork?
Random backstab, is that you? Did man actually do some here? +3, 5, exact. Dude actually almost touched it there, not gonna lie. Almost. He was a smidgen away from clutching that, but look at that. 4 wins in a row right there.